Hello everyone, I am M. Madhulata working as an assistant professor in DNR College of PG courses for MBA department. In this video I want to discuss about the topic consumer behavior in services. So generally whatever may be the business we want to do, first we have to be find out the pulse of the consumer, how he has to be behave in the market, how he reacts for the different types of services giving by the different companies, and what are their expectations, what are their requirements. All these we have to be find out before we are going to do any business. So in services also, first we have to be find out the consumer behavior, then it is possible we have to match the what are maybe the services we are providing according to the requirements and needs of the consumer. So in this video I want to discuss about this concept in a detailed way. So first we find out the meaning for the consumer behavior. Consumer behavior includes the processes and motives that drive consumer buying activities. So in consumer behavior we are finding about the buying activities of the consumer. What are the processes applied and what are the motives for the consumer, in which way he is motivated to buy the services. So first we have to be find out all those processes and motives, then it is very easy to find out the how their activities will be happen in the market. According to the buying activities of the consumer, when we plan our business, it is easy to match our business with the pulse of the consumer. Consumers typically make purchases in a systematic way, with the time frame and nature of the process depend on the type of purchase. So according to the service they are selecting, and according to the service the nature of the process is depends. So we have to be find out the what is the service we are providing, and according to that service which type of behavior the consumer applied in the market. Then we can easily match both the things, and finally we try to attract the consumer for the purchasing of our services. The standard consumer buying process with a service has some specific differences from a product based purchase situation. So there is a difference between the product based purchase situation and the service based purchase situation. We already discussed about the difference between the product and the service. Product is a tangible one, service is an intangible one. So in the product there is a chance for us to show about that product, and it is possible to attract the customers very easily. But in services there is no that type of chance, so we does not have a chance to show any product. So it is like a promise to the customer. So according to the believing of our words, the customer or consumer enter into the deals. So it is something different when we compare with the product based purchase situation. So this is the meaning of the consumer behavior. Next we find out the definition. According to Belch and Belch, consumer behavior is the process and activities people engage in when searching for, selecting, purchasing, using, evaluating and disposing of products and services so as to satisfy their needs and desires. So consumer behavior is the process and activities people engage in when searching for. So it is like a process, and in this process there are so many activities. So what are the activities included in the process means, first one is when searching for. So first they search for how many number of products are existed in the market, how many types of services are there, so in which way we have to be fulfill our needs and requirements. First they search for that and then select them. So they have a choices in the market because there is a so much competition in the market. So according to the different types of services existed in the market, so they have to be choose one of the best service and then purchasing. So after that they go for to purchase that particular service and using. After purchasing that they use that particular service, evaluating. So they find out either their expectations matching with the practical implementation or not, if there is any differences in there, and disposing of products and services so as to satisfy their needs and desires. And finally they try to satisfy their needs and desires by using those particular services. So all these activities engaged in the process of consumer behavior. So consumer behavior is the process and activities people engage in when searching for, selecting, purchasing, using, evaluating and disposing of products and services so as to satisfy their needs and desires. So it is nothing but the definition for the consumer behavior. Next we find out the factors influencing consumer behavior. So what are the factors influences the consumer behavior? First we have to be find out those factors. According to the factors, the consumers will be influences. So when we find out those factors, it is easy to understand the consumer in a clear manner. When we understand consumer in a clear manner, then we can perform the activities according to the needs and desires of that particular consumer. So the marketers try to understand the actions of the consumers in the marketplace and the underlying motives for such actions. So how the consumers behave in the marketplace, for which element they give more importance, and what are the underlying motives. So in which way they are motivating. So in which way their actions will be depends. So all these we have to be first understand. These motives are the factors that influence the consumer behavior. So what are the motives we want to know? Those motives we considered as a factors. So these factors influencing the consumer behavior. So now we find out the different types of factors which are influencing the consumer behavior in marketplace. So first we discuss about the psychological factors. So psychological factors are nothing but the human psychology plays a crucial role in designing the consumer's preferences and likes or dislikes for a particular product and service. So every person has a separate psychology. So according to their uh, where they grown, where they educated, in which society they are existed, according to their according to those conditions the psychology of the people will be framed. According to that the preferences, likes or dislikes will be framed for the person. So first we have to be find out the what are the different types of psychologies existed in the customers. So first we have to be find out that. So what is the human psychology, in which way they have to be react. So what are their preferences and what are their likes or dislikes. First we have to be know all these things. So when we can know all these things according to the psychology of the consumers, it is easy to motivate them in a positive way and it is possible to attract them to buy our service. So in psychological factors also there are some elements. So those are first one, motivation. So how they are motivated. So every person has a separate psychology. So few persons will be motivated according to the psychology of the people. So few of the people motivated to their parents' words. Few of the people motivated according to the friends. Few of the people motivated through the mobile phones or watching movies or watching different types of programs or by any influencing people. So motivation is the motivational level of the people will be different from one person to another person. So first we have to be find out that. Next one, perception. Perception means in which way the person has to be think. So every person will not think in a same manner. So I will think in one way, you will think in another way. We are seeing the same situation, but I will understand in one way, some other person will understand in another way. So it is nothing but the perception. So we have to be catch the perception of the different people. Next, learning. So in which way they are learning? So what are the elements they are learning? According to the learning capacity of the people also, the psychological factors will be changes. Next, attitudes and beliefs. So every person has a separate attitude and separate beliefs. So according to their attitudes and beliefs also, they select the services. So first we have to be find out these elements, and according to that we have to be understand the behavior of the consumer in marketplace. So these are the psychological factors. Mainly we have to be consider these elements: motivation, perception, learning, and attitudes, beliefs. And next one, social factors. The human beings live in a complex social environment wherein they are surrounded by several people who have different buying behaviors. So all we are existed in the society. In society we have a different types of people. So different types of people means they have a different types of attitudes, psychologies, motivational levels, perceptions. So we are bonding with them, we are living with them, so we are watching regularly those type of people. So all those are influencing us. So when we are interested or not is another is not the matter. So when we are observing regularly, some influence is there on us. So this is the thing we are discussed here. Since the man is a social animal who likes to be acceptable by all, tries to imitate the behaviors that are socially acceptable. So how the people likes us, we try to behave in that way because we are living in the society. There are some rules for the society. So according to the rules of the society, we have to be behave. When we behave like that, then only the society will accept us. When we can do anything in a unique way or abnormal way, they sometimes they will reject us or they will avoid us. So for that reason our behaviors will be influenced by the society where we are existed. Hence the social factors influence the buying behavior of an individual to a great extent. For that reason every marketer has to be find out the in which area we are conducting our business, what are the rules existed in that particular society. When we compare rural and urban areas, in our rural areas there are some traditions or their rules are different when we compared with the urban areas. So according to the cities or regions or places, the marketer has to be understand the conditions, and according to that we have to be provide the services to the people. Then only we can, there is a chances to improve our business. Some of the social factors are family. So first influencing factor is family. In our family we have a mother, father, grandparents, our siblings. All these people will influence us morely because from childhood only they will uh, grown us with their beliefs and with their traditions. So first we have to be influencing by them, and we also try to accept those people, and we try to satisfy those people with our attitudes or whatever may be the things we have to be perform. So first we have to be observed in which family, from which family these people are grown up, what are the traditions they believe, what are the rules they have to be followed. So first we have to be find out. So the behavior of the consumer will influencing through the family. Next, reference groups. So we have a neighbors, friends, family members, all those people considered as a reference groups. So when we want to buy any product or service, or we want to get any service from some any for particular need or requirement, first we have to be find out the information from different reference groups. So which one is the best one? So when we want to uh, take some treatment from hospital, so we are suffering or we are suffering from some problem, so we want to go to hospital. So blindly we can't go to the hospital. First we collect the information from reference groups, either from our neighbors or from our relatives or from our family friends or from our friends or from our colleagues. We explain them what is the problem we are facing, and they will explain us or they will give us different types of suggestions. This hospital is the better one, this doctor will treat you betterly. So according to the information, finally our behavior will be depends. So according to the reference groups also, the behavior of the consumer will be changes. Next, roles and status. So what are the roles we are playing, what is the status in the society? So according to our job or according to our behavior, so we perform some roles or we maintain some status. So according to the status, we have to be behave in the market. So what are the roles and statuses they are maintaining, and how much extent they are influencing on that particular person? So according to that, the behavior will be changes. So these are the few elements in the social factors. Next one, cultural factors. It is believed that an individual learns the set of values, perceptions, behaviors, and preferences at a very early stage of his childhood from the people, especially the family and the other key institutions which were around during his developmental stage. Thus, the behavioral patterns are developed from the culture where he or she is brought up. Several cultural factors are already we discussed. So, culture is where we grown up. So, what is the culture of our family? So according to that culture, the values, perceptions, behaviors will be depends. So this one is the correct one. This when we do this, it is the wrong thing. So according to our culture, it is only the right thing. So in this way, they framed some rules according to the culture. So whatever may be the thing we want to do, we have to be remind that particular cultural values also. So we need not to spoil that particular cultural value. So these cultural factors also influence more on the consumers. So what are those means? Culture, subculture, and social class. So culture means what are the traditions we are following. Subcultures means there are some changes in the culture also according to the regions or according to the places where we are located. There are some subcultures also, we have to be compulsorily follow those things. And social class, so middle class or upper class or lower class, we have to be find out that. So according to our financial stage, this social class will be depends. So according to the society and according to the class we are maintaining, we have to be follow some things. So these also influence on the people. Next, personal factors. There are several factors personal to the individuals that influence their buying decisions. So in present situation, most of the people are depending upon their personal factors only. So what I am feeling, it is better for me. So other influences are not suitable for me. So they are thinking like that. So personal factors playing a very important role, especially the things are age. So according to the age, the preferences, taste, behaviors will be changes. In childhood, the requirements will be in one way. In teenagers, the requirements and needs and desires will be changes. And after middle age, again their taste and behaviors will be changes. And in old age, again the requirements will be changes. So every time the person will not be in a same manner. So according to the age group, the requirements, behaviors of the people will be changes. So we have to be find out that, and according to the age group of the people, we try to promote our product or service. Next, income. Income plays a very important role. According to the income only, the investment capacity of the customer will be depends. So we have a more capability, so we have a lot of chance to uh, choose better services or go for the different types of choices. Next, occupation. So whatever may be the occupation we choose, and according to that occupation we have to be uh, behave in the market. When we are in the profession of teaching, compulsorily we have to be maintain neat dressing, polite words, disciplined lifestyle. All these will be compulsory because our students will be influenced by watching us. Like that, occupation also influencing the consumers. Next one, lifestyle. So every person has a different lifestyle. So he likes that particular style. In which style he likes, he want to live in that particular way. So what are the lifestyles of those people also we have to be find out that. So these are the elements in the personal factors. Next one, economic factors. The last but not the least is the economic factors which have a significant influence on the buying decision of an individual. These are personal income, family income. So already I told you. So economical position will influence us. So how much extent we have to be invest our money, how much extent when we consider the branded ones we need to invest more money. Like that, there is some changes in the purchasing. So according to the income also, the behavior of the consumer will be changes. Personal income. So when we are doing some job, if we are acquiring salary in a better way, so there are so many chances to fulfill our requirements. Next, family income. It means our fathers or we have a good property or wealth, so we are in a position to buy everything. Income expectations, we have a more income expectations, good increments. When we have that option, then we can invest more money in the market. Next, consumer credit. So if the marketers give the credit facility, most of the people are interested to buy that particular services earlier manner. Liquid assets of the consumer. So how much cash we have. Savings, we have a more number of savings, then we have a good deposit, and with that deposit it is possible to invest in different areas. So these are the few economical factors. So these are the few important factors which are influencing consumer behavior. Psychological factors, social factors, cultural factors, personal factors, economic factors. These are some of the underlying factors that influence the consumer behavior, and the marketer must keep these in mind so that appropriate strategic marketing decision is made. So when we can understand the pulse of the consumer, it is very easy to promote our service, and also it is easy to sell that service to the customer. Without understanding the consumer, how much effort we are placing, it will not match us with the pulse of the consumer. Next, categories in consumer decision making and evaluation of services. It means process. So consumer decision making, we have to be find out the consumer decision making. So first one, need discovery. So first we have to be find out the need. Sometimes consumer is ready to express their needs. Sometimes they are not in the position to express that needs in a proper way. So it is our duty to find out the what are the needs of the consumer, and according to that we have to be develop a services. Next, information search. We try to gather more information So it is possible to understand consumer in a better way. Next, evaluation of alternatives. So what are the alternatives? We have to be find out, and according to that alternatives, we choose the best one. Next, purchase and consumption. Which is the best one? We purchase it and consume it and try to fulfill our needs. Next, post purchase evaluation. It means feedback. So if we are satisfied, then we again and again go through that services. If we are not satisfied, then we can go for the another choice. So this in these slides I will discuss about these 5 steps in a detailed way. Need discovery. The first step in the consumer decision making process is need discovery. This stage is where a consumer realizes he has a functional or emotional need or want. In engaging in a service scenario, consumers recognize several common needs. One is expertise. A consumer might hire a plumber or electrician for their service expertise, for instance. Time savings, more valuable ways to spend time, and simply not liking to perform a certain activity or among needs or motives for a service purchase. Next one, information search. The second phase of the buying process is information search. During this stage, the buyer looks for information and evaluates providers on certain criteria. Services are intangible, so buyers often need to consult company websites and talk with sales representatives to evaluate options. Additionally, services are often highly involved purchases for buyers because of the cost and importance. To get someone to hire your roofing company, you must provide significant information about the value of your materials and service related to competitors. Proof devices. Next, evaluation of alternatives. In information search stage, consumer chooses different services in his mind based on his mood and evoked set, but in the process of purchase, this will not work as his choice of purchase is confined to his ability to purchase. In order to overcome this situation, he tries to evaluate each choice of service and select a best alternative which satisfies his need and want satisfying of service. Next one, purchase and consumption. The customer has now decided based on the knowledge gathered what to purchase and where to purchase what they desire. At this stage, a customer has either assessed all the facts and come to a logical conclusion, made a decision based on emotional connections, experiences, or succumbed to advertising or marketing campaigns, or most likely a combination of all of these has occurred. Next, post-purchase evaluation. Following a purchase, customers compare what they experienced with what they expected. This point makes follow-up and follow-through on commitments important to customer satisfaction, repeat business, and referrals. What makes a service experience distinct is that the people that provide it are especially key to the customer's perception of the experience. Getting customer feedback on the quality of service provided by all employees involved in the sale and delivery of the service is helpful in making any necessary improvements. So these are the 5 steps for the process of consumer decision making. Need discovery, information search, evaluation of alternatives, purchase and consumption, and post-purchase evaluation. So when we can know clearly about the consumer, it is very easy to provide the best services to the consumer. So when it is possible to provide a best services, the customer is also ready to accept that. When the customer accepts, then only the profits of the organization will be increases. Without the consultation of customer and without the matching of the needs of the customer, when we are developed services, they will not works in the market. So first we have to be find out the need, and then we have to be collect the information, and then we have to be develop a alternatives, and finally we try to involve them in purchase and consumption, and finally post purchase evaluation. So here we are collecting the feedback. Again, it is the cyclical process. Whatever may be the feedback we are collected, always it will not in a positive way. Sometimes we get some drawbacks also. So again we rectify those drawbacks and try to satisfy the customer. Again we have to be find out the need of the customer, and again information search, again alternatives, purchase and consumption, and finally post purchase evaluation. So the people who wants to do the jobs or businesses relating to the services, so this is very important concept. So first you have to be know about the consumer behavior, then only it is possible to get the success in our business. I hope all you understand this concept. Thank you for watching this video.